All right, well, welcome back in, everyone. This is stream number 2 out of number 3 today, and we'll be doing the stream in hopefully shortly. As thank you all for waiting for this one. This is the next one, Kentucky against Tennessee. I'll be starting play-by-play and live reactions after the conclusion of Kansas against Oklahoma State right now, which has 4.4 seconds left to go, and Kansas is up 70-67 right now. So after that game, we'll start off with Tennessee against Kentucky. Before we get into the game here between the Wildcats and the Vols, the number 4 Kentucky Wildcats, I'll go over some of the information here for both of these teams. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long, the college basketball games, and of course the March Madness tournament. Now about 3 weeks away or so as we get to action on that. But the number 4 Kentucky Wildcats hitting the road at Knoxville today to take on number 7 Tennessee Vols. We look to the Kentucky Wildcats. They have a record of 24-4 overall. They're 13-2 in the SEC and 7-1 on the road this season. They've won 4 games in a row. And their last win against Arkansas, basically courtesy because of this guy, Tyler Hero, had a career high 29 points in the win against Arkansas, 70-66 on Tuesday, as Kentucky out-rebounded Arkansas 40-27 in that game. We look to the Tennessee Vols. They have a record of 25-3 overall, 13-2 in SEC play right now, 16-0 undefeated at home, as they won their last game at Ole Miss, and that was a close one. They won 73-71 as Grant Williams had the game-winning basket with 4 seconds left to go in action. He had 21 points in that game. So we're almost getting ready for action here. Kansas against Oklahoma State just wrapped up, so hopefully I'll get on the play-by-play call momentarily between these two teams, Kentucky and Tennessee. We look to some of those key players for today's game. We'll look to the Kentucky Wildcats first. Ashton Hagans had a career-high 9 assists twice already this season, as he right now leads the team with an average of just above 4 assists per game. Also, don't forget about Keldon Johnson. He had a career-high 17 rebounds against Auburn earlier in conference play. He averages 13.7 points per game. Tyler Hero lights out in the last game against Arkansas, 29 points, a career high. He also went 9 for 10 shooting the ball in that game, as right now Tyler Hero averages just above 14 points per game. As right now he's a 93% free throw shooter from the line. That is good for first in all college basketball, so watch out for Tyler Hero. Just got a note by CBS that the tip-off to Tennessee against Kentucky will tip off in about less than 5 minutes or so in this one, as they're on the court shooting the ball right now for both these teams. We look to the other key player and contributor that could be a factor in today's game for the Wildcats. That will be P.J. Washington, as he has 18 games this season with double-digit points. He leads the team, averaging 15 points per game. He also averages just below 8 rebounds per game. Coming into this game, 4th in the conference in the SEC in rebounds per game. He's also right now ranking 1st in the SEC in three-point shooting percentage. He shoots the ball at just below 45% from behind the arc. We look to what Kentucky does well all season long, and they've been doing this well. 3rd in all college basketball in rebound margin, as they average about 9.7 rebounds more than their opponent, as that was the big thing in their win against Auburn last Saturday. Out-rebounded Auburn 43-24 in that game. They also shot the ball extremely well from the field. They shot the ball at just below 55% from the field. P.J. Washington led the way with 24 points against Auburn in last Saturday's win, and Keldon Johnson added in 17 rebounds. And also, what else they do well? They're right now tied for 8th in all college basketball in total free throws made this season. They've made 495 free throws from the charity stripe. The last time these two teams met was back on February 16th. Kentucky obliterated Tennessee at the Rupp Arena, 86-69. That was when Tennessee was the former number 1 team at that time. P.J. Washington led the scoring in that game with 23 points, and Kentucky shot the ball at 55% from the field. So we're about 3 minutes away from tip-off here. We'll go over the home team, the number 7 Tennessee Volunteers with a record of 25-3 overall, 13-2 in the SEC, undefeated at 16-0 at home. They won their last game against Ole Miss by 2 points, 73-71 on Wednesday. Grant Williams had a game-winning basket with 4 seconds left against Ole Miss. As Tennessee, one of the things here that's concerning is their top 25 record. They are 1-3 against the top 25, but if you had to be the top 25 team, it definitely helps that it's the overall #1 team right now this week inside the top 25, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Tennessee beat them back in non-conference play 76-73, courtesy the Admiral Schofield, who had the back-to-back, the tying and the game-winning three-point shots going back-to-back with each other. Other than that, against the top 25, they did lose against Kansas early on in the season, lost against Kentucky the last time. The leading scorer for Tennessee was Jordan Bone, the point guard, as he led the scoring with 19 points. Jordan Bone is going to be an impact player for this game for Tennessee. Right now, first in the SEC in assists per game. He averages just above 6 assists per game, and coming into this one, tied for 18th in all of college basketball in assists per game. And also the game against LSU, where they lost. That was, last Saturday, they lost in overtime against number 13 LSU. Admiral Schofield led the way with 27 points for Tennessee, but the reason why they lost that game against LSU was that Tennessee fouled with 0.6 seconds remaining, sending LSU to the free throw line, and they hit both of their shots to win the game. So how about Tennessee? What do they do well this season? Well, there's a bunch of stuff here that they're top 5 in college basketball, and they're tied for second in the nation in shooting percentage. They shoot the ball at just above 50% from the field. The #1 team in the nation in shooting percentage is the Gonzaga Bulldogs, which Tennessee did beat in non-conference play this season. What else? Tennessee ranks second right now in assist to turnover ratio. They have 513 assists this season to only 306 turnovers this year. Another thing they do well is that they're 4th in all of college basketball in assists per game. They average just below 19 assists per game, as #1 is Belmont University, also from Tennessee. And the #2 team, which I just streamed in action a few minutes ago, was the Michigan State Spartans, led by Cassius Winston. And that's how that has gone down. So we're almost here to tip off between #4 Kentucky and #7 Tennessee. This one taking place at Knoxville. As we look to that SEC standings here, both of these teams tied up at the top. Also LSU in a 3-way tie with them. All 3 of those teams are 13-2 inside the SEC conference play at the moment. Gonna update you guys on the LSU score. Let's see if that changed. Yep. Okay. So LSU right now with 6 seconds remaining is beating Alabama currently 74-69. So it looks like LSU will get the W. It's a huge win by LSU. Not good for Alabama, though. Alabama currently sitting on the bubble right now in college basketball. Kansas with a huge win, which we just saw on CBS a few moments ago, beating Oklahoma State 72-67. That game was close throughout. How about this one? #18 Florida State taking North Carolina State down to the wire. The score here is Florida State 76, NC State 73. And Wisconsin right now down by 4 with 15.5 remaining against Penn State. So one thing here for, let's see, for Kentucky will be Reed Travis. He still has that knee injury that's bothering him, so he's out once again. As Reed Travis was averaging 11.3 points per game this season right now. So we're about to get ready for this tip-off. John Calipari looking for his 300th career win. We'll see if he can get it here. 300th career win as Kentucky head coach. So LSU won today, so that means they're going to be 14-2 in the conference, as that game against Alabama is about to wind down. Tennessee and Kentucky tied up at 13-2 in the SEC. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know who you like in this game, Tennessee or Kentucky. as the players meet at the tip-off circle here. We're about to get ready for this one. First game in Knoxville between two top 10 teams since February 21st, 1981. Here we are at the tip-off circle between Tennessee and Kentucky. Tennessee in the white home jerseys, orange lettering, and Kentucky in their blue away jerseys, white lettering. We get ourselves tipped off. Tennessee controls the tip-off, passing around the right side of the perimeter. It's Admiral Schofield who passes it to Jordan Bone, takes it to the left elbow, passes it off to Grant Williams. Back to Schofield, three-pointer from the outside, no good by Admiral, rebounded by Kentucky. Number 25, PJ Washington, records the rebound, taking it up in transition. Kentucky with the ball into the hands of Ashton Hagans, dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. He passes it off. Nick Richards now with the ball, and looks like we have a turnover already by Kentucky. So I'm going to update you guys with the score. Hopefully once somebody scores in this one. Still 0-0 with 19:25 left to go. Tennessee will get the ball here on the inbound. Last game was a win with a game-winning bucket by Grant Williams with 4 seconds left as they beat Ole Miss 73-71. And we have, looks like another turnover on the play, this time by Tennessee. So the ball will go back to Kentucky with 19:14 left to go in the first. Of course, the head coach for Tennessee is Rick Barnes in his 4th season. 82-47 record as he's been the SEC regular season champion. In 2018, he got that championship. As we're back to action here, Kentucky gets the inbound. They take it past the timeline as Ashton Hagans, dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter, passes the ball off. Left corner, Tyler Hero. Huge career high 29-point game in the last win for Kentucky, and a foul is called underneath, so PJ Washington will shoot 2 at the line. PJ has been such an incredible player this season for the Wildcats. 18 games with double-digit points, leads the Wildcats in points per game and also rebounds per game, as right now PJ Washington is 4th in the SEC in rebounds per game, just below 8 rebounds. He's at the line here, shooting his first. In the bucket goes. Hits the first shot from the free throw line, and it's 1-0 Kentucky. So the first points go on the board here, as he's a 67% free throw shooter. He hit his first one. Second shot from the line by PJ Washington. No good. Hits the top of the iron. Offensive rebound, though, by Keldon Johnson. So Kentucky will set up the offense once again. So now the ball's into the hands of Ashton Hagans. It goes back into the hands of PJ Washington. Left side of the perimeter here. Washington passes it back to Tyler Hero. Back to Washington, and he tried to take a three-pointer. No good. He got stripped in the air, but tips the ball back to his teammate, Tyler Hero, who lobs it up top, and Nick Richards slams it down. 3-0 Kentucky. 18:20 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball. They're at the top of the key here with Jordan Bowen. Passes it off. Left baseline, 2, no good by Admiral Schofield. Fight for the rebound. Kentucky has it. They take it past the timeline. Pushing tempo here for the Wildcats. Kicks it back outside. Left wing 3, no good from the outside by Keldon Johnson. They set up the offense. Top of the key 3. Oh, and he hits it. Ashton Hagans with a 3-point shot. 6-0 out of the gate. Kentucky with the lead. 17:50 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball. Jumper from the free throw circle was denied. Nick Richards with a huge block. Missed shot by Tennessee to get the offensive rebound. Top of the key 3, and they hit it. 3 ball goes down by Jordan Bone. 6-3. Kentucky up with 17:28 remaining by 3. Wildcats with the ball. The 50.7 shooting percentage shot on the field by Tennessee leads the SEC. Kentucky now with the ball with 17:15 left to go. It's into the hands of Tyler Hero at the left wing. Had that career-high 29-point game in the last win against Arkansas back on Tuesday, and it looks like there's a foul called out on the offensive end by Nick Richards, but by Kentucky, so the ball will go back to Tennessee here. I'm going to update you guys with the score. So we'll have 17 minutes, 9 seconds, and Tennessee gets the inbound here. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Tennessee with the ball now. Bone floats the ball up, and now they're passing around the perimeter. Admiral Schofield, right corner three, no good from the outside. Offensive rebound by Grant Williams, and Williams gets fouled, and Grant will go to the line for two here for Tennessee. So we have 16:50 left to go in the first. The score is Kentucky 6, Tennessee 3. And here we are, Grant Williams shooting two at the line. First shot goes down for the Vols. Grant Williams on the season is shooting the ball at 83%, 83% from the free throw line. He also ranks first in the conference in points per game, averages 19.1 points per game, hits both of his free throws. 6-5, Kentucky up by 1. 16:48 left to go. Ashton Hagans has the ball as he takes it past the Tennessee logo. Hagans with it, dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter, passes it off to PJ Washington at the free throw circle, passes the ball left wing three, catch and shoot. Tyler Hero, no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Grant Williams comes up with the defensive boards. So the ball goes into the hands of Jordan Bone, right side of the perimeter here for the Vols. Both of these teams starting out cold, shooting the ball from the field. 16:15 left to go in the first. Ball into the hands of Bone, floats up the shot inside the key, hits it. First lead of the game for Tennessee, 7-6. Kentucky now with the ball. Ashton Hagans takes it past the timeline, dribbles towards the left side of the perimeter. And that's a kicked ball by Tennessee. So the ball will go back here to Kentucky. Gonna update you guys with the chat. Quite the game so far. On my last stream, I did Michigan State against Indiana. Indiana pulling off the upset in that one as they were down by 12 points and they came back and they beat Michigan State by 1 as Michigan State had a last possession and couldn't get the bucket in. But right now, this game just started. I'm going to update you guys with a score. 15:57 left to go. When we do get back to action here, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long. This is game number 2 out of 3 today, and the last game I'll do will be North Carolina against Clemson. That game will start out at 6 o'clock Eastern time. But right now, Tennessee is up 7-6. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So let's see here. We're just going to go through the box score, what we do during every commercial break. We'll see who's leading the scoring right now for both of these teams. Kentucky, their leading scorer is Ashton Hagans, who hit a 3-point shot. So he has 3 points so far, leading the way. Nick Richards with 2. PJ Washington with 1. Keldon Johnson and Tyler Hero have yet to score. For Tennessee, their leading scorer right now is Jordan Bone is 5, then Grant Williams with 2. So Jordan Bone, the point guard, opening up this game as he did hit a shot from the 3-point line, and he's 2 for 3 from the field right now. As we look at other stats here, Kentucky in the early stages, shooting the ball 2 for 4 from the field. Tennessee shooting the ball 2 for 7 from the field. In this one, let's see if there's any stats that's sticking out. Not really anything. Both of the teams pretty much even in everything right now. Rebounding game is a tie, 4-4 with both of the teams. And we look at that SEC standings. Tennessee, Kentucky tied up there. A half a game behind LSU at 13-2. LSU, of course, I'm just going to check the score. Yep, they beat Alabama about 15 minutes ago, 74-69. Alabama currently sitting on the bubble with a record of 17-12. Overall, 8-8 inside the SEC. So right now, we're on a TV timeout. We're going to get back to action shortly with Tennessee against Kentucky. Feel free to let me know who you're cheering for in this game, and feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel if you like as well. So here we are back to action. Kentucky with the ball and now into the hands of Ashton Hagans, dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. 7-0 run for Tennessee in the last minute and 52. Kentucky with the ball. As is Nick Richards. He passes it off left side of the perimeter. Ashton Hagans trying to take it inside, and shot clock violation by Kentucky. It'll be a turnover. Back to Tennessee with 15:36 left to go. So now Tennessee will get the ball back here. Off the turnover by Kentucky. Kentucky with 3 turnovers. Already Tennessee with 1. The Vols with the ball at the free throw circle. A pass at the right wing of the perimeter to Yves Pons, and he passes the ball off now. Tennessee with the ball trying to dribble inside at the baseline. They kick the ball back outside into the hands of Jordan Bone. He passes it off right side of the perimeter. Yves Pons now dribbling in the key, and it gets tipped up by a Kentucky defender. That was Nick Richards, who stayed on his man Yves Pons and tipped it up in the air. Kentucky with the ball. The score is Tennessee 7, Kentucky 6. Ashton Hagans passes it to Keldon Johnson, trying to dribble baseline, no good. The shot couldn't fall, rebounded by Tennessee. With 14:48 remaining, Tennessee trying to drive to the basket, floats it up top over the defender, up and in by Jordan Bone. 9-6. Tennessee with a 3-point lead. 14:35 left to go before halftime. Kentucky now with the ball. Dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter with it. This is Ashton Hagans who had it. And now spin move in the perimeter. PJ Washington feeds the ball to Nick Richards. Low post. Richards gets fouled. Nick will go to the line for 2. $14:22 remaining. Nick Richards shooting 2 here at the free throw line. First shot, and he hits it, making it 9-7. First shot from the line went by Nick Richards. Second shot, and no good. Rattled out, rebounded by Tennessee. So the Vols get the rebound. They're up 9-7 with 14:15 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball. It's Lamonte Turner who has it in his hands towards the top of the key. Passes the ball off, and now the jumper at the free throw circle, up and in. It goes down for Jalen Johnson off the bench for Tennessee, as it's 11-7 Vols right now. Kentucky now with the ball, right corner of the perimeter, and they pass it off into the hands of Emmanuel Quickly, calling the offense, pass it left wing. Keldon Johnson feeds it down inside the elbow. PJ Washington trying to drive baseline, and he gets fouled, and he gets the bucket as well to fall in for PJ. So make it 2. He'll go to the line for 1. So yeah, here's PJ Washington on the replay, just working on Yves Pons of Tennessee, number 35, and floats it over the top of Yves, and he allows Yves to commit the foul, and the bucket goes in as well for PJ. So he's at the line, down by 2. PJ, a 67% free throw shooter. He hits it. Score right now is Kentucky 10, Tennessee 11. We have 13:40 left to go. Tennessee takes it past the timeline here. Dribbles towards the top of the key. They pass it off to the left side of the perimeter. And deep 2. Left elbow. No good by Tennessee. Rebounded by Kentucky in transition. Trying to go behind the defense was Tyler Hero to try to lay it up and in, but a Tennessee player kept up with him, and a foul committed by the Vols with 13:24 left to go. So let's see right here. Replay on it. Kentucky on the fast break transition, and the foul for behind. Trying to make sure that Tyler Hero didn't score. But here he is at the free throw line. Tyler Hero, officially the best free throw shooter in all college basketball, and he hit that first one. 11-11, the game is tied. He's a 93% free throw shooter on the season. had that career-high 29-point game against Arkansas back on Tuesday. They needed him. They beat Arkansas 70-66. Here's the second shot at the line. Hits it. Kentucky takes the lead back, 12-11. Tennessee with the ball here. They take it past the timeline. Top of the key for the Vols, dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Lamonte Turner has it in his hands. Takes the right elbow deep, too. Hits it. For Lamonte Turner, takes back the lead for the Vols, 13-12 with 13:03 remaining before halftime. Kentucky with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Top of the key here with Keldon Johnson. Passes it off. Left wing of the perimeter to Tyler Hero, and the ball back into the hands there of Emmanuel Quickly. Passes it off. Left wing of the perimeter to Hero. Now the P.J. Washington. Handoff to Hero. Floats it over the top, up and in by Tyler Hero. 14-13. Kentucky taking back the lead. Tennessee with the ball, passing around the perimeter. Dribbling baseline. Admiral Schofield gets it to go underneath the defense, and he lays it up and in. 15-14. Lead changes aplenty here at Knoxville. 12-20 left to go in the first. Kentucky with the ball. Into the hands of Keldon Johnson. And now the Hero jumper at the baseline. Deep two. No good at the left side. And rebounded by Tennessee. With 12:05 left to go. Tennessee with the ball, up by 1, 15-14. They take it past the timeline with Lamonte Turner. Turner now as he's guarded by Emmanuel Quickly of Kentucky. Turner at the top of the key here. 10 on the shot clock. Dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. Passes the ball to the left corner. Back into the hands. Left wing of the perimeter. Grant Williams. The feed down low. The shot no good. Inside low post. And a rebound there by Kentucky. And we do have a timeout called on the floor. Looks like a rebounding foul committed by Tennessee. So I'm going to update you guys with the score. Feel free to like my videos. Share and subscribe to my channel as well. Right now, what a game we have between both of these teams. And this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Right now with a 15-14 game, Tennessee up by 1. So the score right now, 15-14. A long day of calling games as well. Just finished Michigan State against Indiana. Not even like 35 minutes ago. Now I'm back doing this one. Let's see. Leading scorers here for both of these teams. Tied for the lead for Kentucky is Tyler Hero and P.J. Washington. Both of those players have 4 points right now. And then let's see who is leading the scoring for Tennessee. It's Jordan Bone, who has 7. And then looks like Tennessee has a 4-way tie for 2 points. So a 4-way tie for second in the scoring right now between Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, Lamonte Turner, and Jordan Bowden. All 4 of those players have 4 points right now. We thank you for joining me in the game. We're officially on the TV timeout. Tennessee is currently up by 1, 15-14 against Kentucky. Feel free to let me know who you like in this game, who you're rooting for, and feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel if you wish as well. This is stream number 2 out of 3 I'll be doing today on Behind the Arc Basketball. Next game will be 6 p.m. Eastern Time, number 5, North Carolina against Clemson. Here we are with Kentucky against Tennessee. Number 4 against number 7. We'll be back to action with play-by-play live reactions shortly after the commercial break. Right now, it's Kentucky from the field is shooting the ball at 44%. Tennessee shooting the ball at 43% from the field. So basically similar shooting statistics here. Let's see if there's any difference. Kentucky out-rebounding Tennessee 8-7. Close in the rebounding game as well. Kentucky's turned the ball over 3 times. Tennessee only once so far in this game. However, Tennessee in a little bit of foul trouble. 6 fouls committed by the Vols early on in this game. We're not even halfway through the first half. Kentucky with 2 fouls committed in the first 8 minutes and 17 seconds of this game. So the first time both of these teams met, it was a complete blowout victory by Kentucky, who beat Tennessee back on February 16th, 86-69. That game was at Rupp Arena. And P.J. Washington led the scoring with 23 points. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reaction throughout the end of the season and, of course, the March Madness tournament. Here we are getting back to action. Kentucky with the ball. 11:38 left to go. Kentucky here with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Emmanuel Quickly. Quickly dribbling towards the right side of the three-point arc and now to the top of the key. And drifting back to the edge of the Tennessee logo. He passes the ball now to the right corner of the perimeter. Keldon Johnson with it. At the baseline. Kicks the ball back outside and Nick Richards into the hands of Quickly. Three-point shot by Quickly. No good. And Tennessee gets the rebound. Taking it up in transition now. So Lamonte Turner with the ball. Takes it to the left side of the perimeter. Passes it off to Grant Williams. Number 1 scorer in the SEC. He passes the ball off to Admiral Schofield. At the right wing of the perimeter. Back to Williams. Williams hands it off to Turner now. And he passes it off to, looks like, who got fouled there? Yeah, that was Grant Williams who got fouled at the baseline. So Grant Williams will shoot 2 shots from the free throw line there. Kentucky charged with a foul. Looks like number 23, E.J. Montgomery, just jumped too early and gets charged with a blocking foul. And Tennessee will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So here we are, Grant Williams shooting 2 at the free throw line. He's an 83% free throw shooter, and he hits his first. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here. We're Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Grant Williams hits both shots from the free throw line, and Tennessee with a 3-point lead, 10:48 left to go in regulation before halftime here. So here we are, Tennessee with a 3-point lead, Kentucky with the ball. Just updated the chat with a score. 10:36 left to go. Tyler Hero passes the ball out now to Keldon Johnson. Now he passes the ball, trying to dribble baseline. They kick it back outside to Hero, who saves it before it goes almost past that half-court line for a backcourt violation. But nice ball movement. Kentucky gets the ball inside the floater. The baseline shot goes down for Keldon Johnson. 17-16, 1-point game. 10-12 left to go before the half. Tennessee with the ball. Jumper at the free throw circle by Schofield. No good. Rebounded by Tyler Hero of Kentucky. He puts the ball into the hands here. This is Ashton Hagans, who passes at left wing. 3, no good from the outside by Keldon Johnson. Rebounded by Tennessee. We do have a foul called on the play. Rebounding foul by Kentucky. So I'm going to update you guys with the chat again with a score. Kentucky with 16. Tennessee with 17. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games and, of course, the March Madness tournament. About 3 weeks away from now. Here we are, Tennessee with the ball. Left wing of the perimeter, trying to dribble baseline, kicks the ball back outside. Right corner 3, no good from the outside by, that was, Jordan Bowden, who missed the 3-point shot by Tennessee. Kentucky gets the rebound, tried to take it all the way to the basket, and they couldn't deliver. Too strong off the backboard. Tennessee with the ball. Catch and shoot, right wing 3, no good by Tennessee again. Lamonte Turner missed the shot, but it looks like we do have another foul called. I think, Kentucky picked up the foul on the rebounding foul off the missed 3-point shot by Lamonte Turner. So when we get back to action, Tennessee will inbound the ball with 9:29 left to go in the first. Tennessee is currently up 17-16. Here they are trying to inbound the ball here. And they do. They pass the ball off towards the Tennessee logo in the front court. It's into the hands of Turner. Turner at the free throw circle. Passes the ball off. Jumper at the baseline. Hits it by Tennessee. The 2-point shot goes down for the Vols. They're up 19-16 right now. Kentucky with the ball. They take it past the timeline. It's Ashton Hagans with 9:10 left to go before halftime. Hagans passes the ball here, right side of the perimeter, trying to dribble between defenders and bodies colliding on the court as there's a tie-up with the ball between Kentucky and Tennessee. Let's see who the possession arrow will belong to. It looks like Kentucky will get the possession arrow here as designated by the refs, so they get the ball back. as I'll update the score once again for you guys. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. And this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Tennessee with a 3-point lead, 19-16 with 9 minutes and 1 second remaining. Kentucky will get the inbound once again. And they do. They inbound pass it to P.J. Washington. The ball goes back into the hands of Ashton Higgins, who passes it back to Washington. Into the hands of Keldon Johnson. Back into the hands of Tyler Hero, who tries to shoot a jump shot from the left side of the perimeter. Rattles out no good from 3 by Tyler Hero. Going the other way, Tennessee with a rebound. Try to take it the distance and too strong off the top of the rim. No good. They try to lay it in. Kentucky got the rebound. And we have a foul called by Tennessee. Kentucky. Oh, yep. I think a foul. Yep, foul call by Tennessee. So Kentucky will be shooting 2 here at the free throw line. All right, so yeah, both of these teams have really been pushing tempo up the court in the past couple of minutes here. 8:38 remaining. Kentucky at the free throw line. They'll be shooting 2. They're down by 3 right now. First shot from the line, it goes down by P.J. Washington of the Wildcats to make this a 19-17 game. P.J. is a 67% free throw shooter from the charity stripe this season. He just hit his first. And he has a chance to see if he can hit his second. Against Arkansas, PJ was only held to 9 points. He was 2 for 7 shooting from the floor, but before that, last Saturday's game against Auburn, he led the scoring with 24 points in that one. This season, P.J. Washington has had 18 out of his 28 games he's played this season with double-digit points for Kentucky. So here we are with a second shot from the free throw line coming up for Kentucky. The score is Tennessee 19, Kentucky 17. With 8 minutes and 38 seconds remaining before the half. P.J. Washington hit his first. Let's see if he can hit his second. And there it goes. So he sinks both of them in. It's a 1-point lead by Tennessee. Tennessee with the ball now off the inbound. Jordan Bowen takes a pass the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. He passes it at the free throw circle. Trying to go inside and no good off the top of the rim, but let's see, will the refs say it's goaltending by Kentucky or not? Admiral Schofield floated up the shot. I think that's what they're going to see on the replay here. Jordan Bowen fed that one inside the low post to Schofield. And, ooh, yeah, it looked like number 4, Nick Richards, might have got in there. But it looks like a shooting foul was called beforehand. So Schofield at the line shooting 2. Hits his first one for Tennessee. The score is 20-18. Tennessee up by 2 with 8:23 remaining. The last foul was by P.J. Washington, so looks like Washington checks out of the game for Kentucky. It looks like coming back into the game's E.J. Montgomery for Kentucky. Second shot from the line, no good. Score right now is 20-18 with 8:15 left to go. Kentucky with the ball. The right side of the perimeter. Tyler Hero trying to dribble low post, and no, it's stolen away. Going the other way here, Tennessee with the ball, trying to push tempo. And, oh, they had the opportunity to slam that one home, the open net. They could have either laid it in or slammed it down, and he just missed it completely. Kentucky gets the rebound back. They're down by 2. Passing around the perimeter, Nick Richards passes it. Kicks the ball back outside. Ashton Higgins. Ball stolen away once again by Tennessee in transition. And nobody there for the pass, and finally somebody is. They almost had the numbers on transition, but they couldn't get it to the bucket in time. Defense slipped back just in time for Kentucky. Tennessee sets back the offense. 7.5 left to go before halftime. Right wing 3 from the outside, and he hits it. Jordan Bowden for 3 for Tennessee. He's been struggling the past few games, but right there, he's only scored 15 points combined in the last 4 games, but Jordan Bowden with a huge 3-point shot coming off the bench for Tennessee. The score is Tennessee 23, Kentucky 18. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know throughout the March Madness tournament. And this is the way to do so. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Right here, I just updated the score. 23 Tennessee, 18 Kentucky. 7:20 remaining. We're on the TV timeout. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat, and also let me know who you're rooting for if you like right now. But other than that, I'll go through the box score of what's been going on in this game since we're on a commercial break. So right now, Jordan Bones leading the scoring right now with 9 points for the Vols. And also, it looks like Grant Williams coming in second in scoring right now. He has 4 points. Admiral Schofield with 3 points. For Tennessee, we look to Kentucky, see if there's anything about their leading scorers. Looks like P.J. Washington is leading the scoring with 6 points right now. For the Wildcats, he has 2 rebounds to go along with that as well. A little bit of foul trouble, though, by P.J. He has 2 fouls charged on him in this game at this moment. Let's see what else is going on here. Since we're on the TV timeout, Kentucky is shooting the ball at 33% from the field. Tennessee is shooting the ball at 38% from the field right here on the TV timeout. Once we get back to action, the score will be Tennessee 23, Kentucky 18. As we look to the rebounding game so far, Kentucky out-rebounding Tennessee at this juncture, 13-12 so far in this one. So we will get back to action momentarily. This is stream number 2 out of 3 games I'll be doing today. North Carolina against Clemson, coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got a close game once again. Number 19, Wisconsin, on the upset alert board here, is winning by 2 against Penn State, 55-53. That game has around 2:55 remaining in action there. As we look to other games, without Kayla Wesson, Ohio State is struggling. They are not looking good at all today against Purdue, as the Mackey Arena is probably packed with excited and extremely happy Purdue fans for this one. Number 14, Purdue, is absolutely destroying Ohio State 45-18. So that impact on Kayla Wesson now, since he's off the Ohio State team, is not looking good for the Buckeyes at this moment. So we're going to get back to action with 7:20 left to go in regulation. The score is Tennessee 23, Kentucky 18. No shots have been converted in the last 3 minutes from the floor by Kentucky. Let's see if they can get some shots here together. So here we are, back to action for Kentucky. Left wing up the perimeter, it's to Ashton Hagans. With 7:05 left to go, Hagans dribbling towards the right side of the three-point arc. He passes it off, right corner of the perimeter. As Kentucky does have the ball, they're trying to drive to the basket, and we got a foul called on the play. Looks like an offensive foul called by Kentucky, too, so the ball will go back to Tennessee. So let's see what happened here on the replay. Trying to dribble between 2 defenders was Keldon Johnson, and he just pushed off on, it looked like number 10, John Fulkerson of Tennessee, so the ball goes back to the Vols. That's the 5th turnover of the game by Kentucky today. Tennessee with only 1 turnover. The score is Tennessee 23, Kentucky 18. The shot was missed down inside the low post by Tennessee, rebounded by Kentucky. Trying to go coast to coast to the basket. Oh, what a block from behind, but Kentucky gets fouled. It looks like there was contact on the play right there. I'm going to update you guys with a chat again. So it's 18 Kentucky, Tennessee 23. And yep, Kentucky's at the free throw line shooting 2. So 6:36 left to go in this game. Shooting 2 at the free throw line will be Ashton Hagans. Or shooting 1, it was before the shot, so it was a bonus one actually. The shot's no good. Rebounded here by Tennessee. So I thought it was a shooting foul on the block from the back. They said that it was a bump together with Hagans before that, so they put it into the bonus. Tennessee's committed 8 fouls already, and Tennessee missed the 3-point shot. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, but this last tipped out of bounds by Kentucky. So Tennessee will get the ball back here with 6:19 left to go in the first. Tennessee here to inbound. The score is Vols 23, Wildcats 18. They do. They put it into the hands here at the baseline of Grant Williams. Floats up the shot, rattles down, no good. Rebounded by Kentucky. They take it past the timeline for the Wildcats here. And now they're dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. It's Ashton Higgins. He passes it to Tyler Hero. Trying to go into the lane and float it up, no good. His teammate gets the offensive rebound, couldn't put it back into the bucket. Nick Richards, too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by Tennessee with 5:50 left to go before the half. Jordan Bone takes it past the timeline. Jumper at the free throw circle. No good. Rebounded by Kentucky. Kentucky now with the ball, trying to dribble past defenders, and the ball gets swatted out of bounds. Ashton Higgins with a burst of speed going past the Tennessee defense, but Tennessee with a huge block from behind right there. So Kentucky will get the ball back on the inbound off the Tennessee block. Ashton Higgins tried to lay it in with a burst of speed, but Tennessee blocked the shot. Here we are back to action. Kentucky with the ball, left side of the perimeter. Baker passes the ball off right wing three. No good from the outside by Keldon Johnson. Rebounded by Tennessee. We have 5:20 left to go in the first. Vols with the ball. The pass inside. The foul called. Foul called by Kentucky. That is, I believe, their 7th foul. Yep. 7th foul of the half. So now Tennessee will be shooting the 1-and-1 in the bonus. So I'll update the chat for you guys. Once again, the score. Both of these teams have not scored a single point in the past few minutes here. 5:16 left to go in the first. Tennessee at the free throw line. Now in the bonus. Their first shot, and it's a miss. No good by Grant Williams. It's rebounded here by Kentucky. Trying to drive to the basket. Looking for somebody. They pass the ball to themselves. That was E.J. Montgomery that passed the ball to himself. Kicks it back in at the free throw circle jumper. No good by Kentucky. Ball rebounded by Tennessee, and the looks like ball was the last touch by Kentucky out of bounds. So Tennessee will get the inbound here. Yeah, creative play of the replay there. E.J. Montgomery just passes the ball to himself as he tried to drive to the basket, but Tennessee. Yeah, it was a foul, so Tennessee will shoot shoot 1 at the free throw line. This is the bonus now. Kyle Alexander shooting at the free throw line for the Vols. Alexander shot at the line, no good. Rebounded by Kentucky with 4:55 left to go. Not a good game for E.J. Montgomery. No points and already 3 fouls. We're not even at the half. And a turnover by the Wildcats with 4:49 left to go. Wow. Tons of turnovers by the young squad today. 6 turnovers by Kentucky in this game. I'm going to update the score once again. Both of these teams have been cold shooting from the floor. They just cannot get a bucket to fall at all. 4:40 left to go. Tennessee inside a low post. They kick the ball back outside. They're trying to dribble baseline. Oh, with authority. One-handed jam driving the baseline. Admiral Schofield getting things going for Tennessee. It's 25-18. Showing you his strength right there. Largest lead of the game by Tennessee. 4:18 left to go. Kentucky with the ball. Try to dribble towards the basket. Now they're passing around the perimeter. Baseline jumper. No good. By Tyler Hero, rebounded by Tennessee. Tennessee, right elbow jumper to kick the ball back outside. Top of the key 3. Oh, he hits it from the outside by the Vols. Grant Williams showing you his range from the top of the key, hitting the 3-point shot. 9-0 run in the last 4 minutes and 35 seconds for Tennessee. Kentucky now with the ball. They're in trouble. They're down by 10. 28-18. Tyler Hero with it left side of the perimeter, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds. It looks like there might have been a foul called as well by Tennessee, committed by Kyle Alexander. Gonna update you guys with the score. Tennessee is onto a 9-0 run. Kentucky, ice cold in like the past 6 minutes in this game. They have not been able to get a point, so we'll see what happens after break. Right now, Tennessee 28, Kentucky 18 with 3:39 left to go. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So let's see here. Since we're on the TV timeout, I'll just go over some of the stats here. We'll see what's going on. So, yeah, Kentucky is not looking good scoring the ball here. They don't even have a double-digit score in this game right now, as it looks like P.J. Washington leading the way with 6 points for the Wildcats. Looking like Tennessee with their score. The leading scorer right now is Jordan Bone with 9, and then Grant Williams coming in with 7 points right now for Tennessee. Grant Williams with that one-handed, right-handed jam slam dunk a few minutes ago, putting this Tennessee crowd up into excitement right there after that slam dunk, getting everybody pumped up inside the crowd right there after that jam. Let's see what's going on here with the team stats. Kentucky not shooting the ball well at all from the field. 25% shooting from the field right now by the Wildcats. 5 for 20 shooting. Tennessee shooting the ball at 37% from the field. We look to other stats here. The rebounding game, Kentucky still out-rebounding Tennessee since we're on a TV timeout, 19-18. But this has been this play in Kentucky right now has been the turnovers. 6 turnovers right now for the Wildcats. Only 1 turnover by the Vols. So if you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you up to date with what's been going on in college basketball all season long. We're almost back to action here. We'll go over the other scores as we go through in college basketball. We'll look into what's going on at the half as well. So when we get back to action, we'll have 3:39 left to go. Tennessee is up by 10. As we're almost ready to go back to action. How about this, though? Number 14, Purdue, just destroying Ohio State right now at halftime. It's 48-20. Caleb Wesson, he left the Ohio State team. I think he was suspended for violating team rules or so. So he'd be out for that game against Purdue right there. And right now, not looking good for Ohio State in that game. We're back to action here. Kentucky and Tennessee. Shot from the line, and it's good by Nick Richards. So it's back to a 9-point game. 19-28. Kentucky down by 9. Nick Richards will be shooting a second shot from the free throw line. So Kentucky's up by 9, and a missed shot. Or no, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee's up by 9. Kentucky down by 9. Tennessee with a rebound here. They're up 28-19. 3.5 remaining. Tennessee moving the ball around the perimeter. At the top of the key, here's John Fulkerson. He passes it off. Jordan Bowden. Jumper from the free throw circle. No good. Rebounded by Kentucky. With 3:16 remaining in transition. Higgins passes the ball. And wow, the shot's denied. Nick Richards couldn't get that one to fall on the Kentucky did get the ball back. They floated it up top. Stolen away by Tennessee. And they're taking the ball with a burst of speed and the tempo. They set up the offense here. Tennessee with it. Pass the ball inside a low post. A foul call by Nick Richards of Tennessee with 2:59 left to go in the first. I'm going to update the chat once again with the score. Tennessee 28, Kentucky 19. Right now, another foul charged. This time by Nick Richards of Kentucky. So Tennessee back in the bonus, shooting free throws. So here we are once again, 2:59 remaining. Tennessee at the free throw line. It looks like Grant Williams will be shooting in the bonus, the 1-and-1 for Williams. He's an 83% free throw shooter. Ranked first in the SEC in points scored per game. He averages 19.1 points per game. Here's Grant Williams at the line. Connects. Hits his first one and back to a 10-point lead by Tennessee. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reaction all season long. Second shot, no good from the free throw line. Rebounded by Kentucky. 29-19. Kentucky with the ball at the right side of the perimeter. Tyler Hero, ball stolen by Tennessee. Hero tried to lob it in, and Tennessee got a grab of that. Tennessee now with the ball, top of the key with Jordan Bone. Jordan Bone dribbling towards the left elbow. Passes the ball left wing three. No good by the Vols. Rebounded by Kentucky into the hands of Keldon Johnson. And we do have a foul called. It looks like John Fulkerson this time gets called with the foul by Tennessee with 2:31 remaining. So I'll update the chat here with a score once again. It's 19 for Kentucky. Tennessee with 29, but Kentucky at the free throw line. Shooting its first. No good. Now they're in the double bonus here. First shot from the free throw line could not go down by the Wildcats. They'll get a second opportunity here from the charity stripe. And they hit it, making it a 9-point game, 29-20. Jordan Bone has the ball off the inbound here for the Vols. Dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. He passes the ball off. It's into the hands of Yves Pons, who passes the ball here to the free throw circle. Trying to dribble inside and no good. Shot off the top of the backboard. Kentucky gets the rebound, but it looks like there was a foul called on the play by Kentucky and maybe another technical called. We'll see. Number 4, Nick Richards with the blocking foul. And yeah, John Calipari not happy at all out there. Nick Richards, 3 fouls right now for Kentucky. Not having a good game at all. A lot of players here for the Wildcats are in foul trouble. Kentucky's in trouble. Nick Richards with 3 fouls. Also, P.J. Washington, who's the leading scorer of this Kentucky team, has 2. Keldon Johnson with 2. Here we are. A technical foul is picked up. And Tennessee's at the free throw line. They hit their first. 30-20, Tennessee is up with 2:17 left to go before halftime. Second shot, no good from the free throw line by Grant Williams. A lot of frustration here by Kentucky on the road. And here we are once again. Grant Williams will shoot 2 more free throws from the line after the technical. So here we are. Grant Williams, an 83% free throw shooter, and he hits that one. So looks like they're going to get 4 free throws out of this possession. So the technical and then the shooting foul here, and Tennessee is up 31-20. Grant Williams for his 4th free throw from the line. Hits that one as well, 32-20. Lots of frustration here by Kentucky. With 2:10 left to go, they take the ball past the timeline. It's Ashton Hagans. 12-point lead by Tennessee. Keldon Johnson has the ball in his hands. He passes it off. Left side of the perimeter, back to Hagans. Hagans with 2 minutes left before the half, and is stolen away by Tennessee. Trying to go 3-on-1 fast break. Oh, alley-oop over the top, and it goes up and in. Fast break, what they can do, the Orange can tell you with a alley-oop lob over the top and a 2-handed jam by Tennessee. 34-20 right now. Bulls up by 14 with 1:38 left to go before the half. Kentucky in trouble. Almost another steal by Tennessee, but a foul called on the reach and by Jordan Bowden. Wow, Tennessee really bringing it at home. That's why they're undefeated, 16-0 at their home court in Knoxville this season. And right now, they're just absolutely owning Kentucky. 34-20. We did have a foul picked up by Tennessee. So Kentucky's at the line. They do hit the first shot from the free throw line by Keldon Johnson. 34-21 right now. Tennessee is up by 13. Keldon Johnson hit his first shot from the line. He has 4 points today, 6 rebounds. Second shot, no good off the top of the iron. Rebounded by Tennessee here. Up by 13, 34-21. With a minute and a half before halftime, Jordan Bone takes it past the timeline, passes the ball right wing of the perimeter. That's the Jordan Bowden back to Bone. Back to Bowden. He passes the ball top of the key here. This is the Admiral Schofield. Hit back-to-back game-winning three-pointers against Gonzaga, the tying and the game-winning one. And Tennessee tried to drive inside, no good, rejected by Kentucky. Going the other way, Ashton Hagans with the ball, passes it left wing of the perimeter. Keldon Johnson now passes it off to the left corner. They take it back into the hands of Ashton Hagans, setting up the offense with 58 seconds left before halftime. Tyler Hero, jumper at the free throw circle. It gets denied, but Kentucky gets the ball back. Left corner three. They needed that one. The three ball from the outside connects by Jermerl Baker Jr., who hits the three-point shot, and back to a 10-point lead by the Vols. So I'll update the chat here with a score. Tennessee 34, Kentucky 24. With 50 seconds remaining before the half. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know throughout the end of the season and, of course, the March Madness tournament. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and right now Tennessee out to a 10-point lead. So we have 50.3 seconds remaining before halftime here, as we're going to get back to action very shortly after this commercial break. A timeout on the floor was taken by Rick Barnes of Tennessee. But yeah, Tennessee today, let's look at these leading scorers. They've been spreading the ball out really well. That's the key for them. Grant Williams leading the way for the Vols, 11 points today so far before the half. 9 points by Jordan Boone, 5 by Admiral Schofield. Here we are back to action. Tennessee with the ball. 48 seconds remaining before the half. Jordan Bowden has it in his hands, and the pass goes. They kick it out, back outside. Three-pointer goes down from the left wing. Jordan Bone hits the three-point shot. He has 12 points today. 37-24, largest lead of the game by Tennessee. Kentucky with the ball. Left wing three from outside. No good. Jermerl Baker couldn't make it 2 in a row. Rebounded by Tennessee. With 20 seconds remaining before the half. The Vols with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline. Jordan Bone trying to see if he can come up with a play here before the half. 10 seconds remaining. Bone with the ball. Dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Passes the ball off into the hands of Grant Williams. Driving to the bucket and a foul call with 5.3 seconds remaining before halftime. As it looks like it's a turnover right there by Tennessee. Grant Williams tried to take it inside, and he couldn't get it to go. Kentucky with the ball here. Here we are right before the half, trying to drive to the basket, and no good on the layup underneath by Ashton Hagans. And wow, Kentucky getting blown out by 13 at the half. This is a shocker right here. So I'm going to update you guys with the score. Tennessee 37, Kentucky 24. And at the half, we'll go over the box score. We'll look into the leading scores and the team stats of both of the teams. And we'll also go through a college basketball update with other college basketball games. We already saw an upset in Indiana. Indiana beat Michigan State by 1 today. Here we are once again, Tennessee blowing out Kentucky 37-24. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're currently at the half. I'll go over the leading scores here. 2 players in double-digit points for Tennessee. That's being Jordan Bone with 12 points, leading the way for the Vols currently at halftime. Grant Williams with 11 points right now at the half for Tennessee as well, right behind them. As we look to the Kentucky Wildcats, what else do we have? The leading scorer looks to have only 6 points, and that's P.J. Washington. He's in quite a bit of foul trouble. 2 fouls so far by P.J. Not a good day for Nick Richards. 4 points, 3 fouls already in big-time foul trouble at the half. Also in foul trouble is Keldon Johnson. He has 2 fouls as well that he's committed. So not looking good for Kentucky with fouls. 10 fouls committed by their team in the half. What else do we have? E.J. Montgomery off the bench with 3 fouls at the half by the Wildcats. Not looking good right now for Kentucky at the half. 0 points as well by EJ at halftime. Not good. They also had that technical foul before halftime that really beat them apart in this one. So we look at these team stats here in the box score at halftime. Kentucky is shooting the ball basically at a season low, 23% from the floor. Right now they're 6 for 26 shooting the ball. Tennessee is 12 for 32, 37.5% shooting from the floor. What else we looking at here? We see that Tennessee is converted on 4 3-point shots out of 11 right now at halftime. Kentucky has shot the ball at 2 for 9 from behind the arc. However, the Wildcats out-rebounding Tennessee right now, 25-23. But yeah, fouls have been aplenty in this game. Tennessee has committed 11 fouls. Kentucky with 10 fouls. Of course, to note, their leading scorer, P.J. Washington, in quite a bit of foul trouble, has 2 fouls already. Also, 3 fouls as well committed by E.J. Montgomery and Nick Richards of Kentucky. So that's not looking good. We're going to look into Tennessee. Let's see who's in foul trouble. Looks like Kyle Alexander has the same thing. Same as E.J. Montgomery. 0 points, 3 fouls for Kyle Alexander at the half as well for Tennessee. Also, Lamonte Turner with 2 fouls. But their main key players here, Admiral Schofield, is squeaky clean. He hasn't fouled anybody this game. Grant Williams only has 1 foul, same as Jordan Bones. So Tennessee right now up by 13 at the half. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long. And, of course, into the March Madness tournament. Right now, we have the Behind the Arc basketball halftime report. Let's see what we got going on. Of course, Indiana beat number 6 Michigan State earlier today in an upset at Bloomington, 63-62. How about this one? LSU is right now a half a game out in front of Tennessee and Kentucky in first place in the SEC. Number 13 LSU beat Alabama 74-69 today. Alabama currently on the bubble with a 17-12 record, 8-8 in the SEC. Kansas has been absolutely dreadful this season on road games as they came into Oklahoma State 2-7 on the road, but it was enough to put them into the W column today. They beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater 72-67. Number 18 Florida State with a win against North Carolina State 78-73, and Wisconsin surviving a close one against Penn State as Ethan Happ leading the way again for the Badgers of Wisconsin. 14.6 rebounds, 5 assists for Happ as they won narrow victory there, 61-57. How about Virginia just crushing Pittsburgh right now, 45-19 in that game. That one is at Blacksburg. Of course, other games that's going on, I know that Ohio State would definitely miss the appearance of Caleb Wesson in their lineup, breaking team rules, and yeah, they're getting crushed. They're down by 31 points at the Mackey Arena against number 14 Purdue. Purdue right now is up 53-22 against Ohio State. Caleb Wesson is the leading scorer this season for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and he's not playing, breaking team rules for Ohio State, and right here they are getting crushed against Purdue, down by 31. Other games, number 24 Wofford is beating Samford right now, 46-33 in that game. Other games that will be going on later today, Central Florida playing against number 8 Houston. Houston owns the longest current home winning streak in the nation right now. The Houston Cougars with a record of 27-1 overall this season. That game tips off in about 48 minutes from now. What else do we have later today? Number 11 Texas Tech travels to TCU to take on the Horned Frogs in Fort Worth. TCU currently on the bubble, playing against a Texas Tech team that crushed Kansas last week. Wasn't even close. They put up over 90 points on Kansas in that game. How about number 22 Iowa? They'll take on Rutgers today. Iowa's been a seesaw in games this season. They beat Rutgers the last time at the buzzer. We'll see what they've got in this game as well. And of course, My last stream of the game will be 6 o'clock Eastern time. My last stream for today will be number 5 North Carolina traveling to Clemson. Clemson currently on the bubble right now in college basketball. So I'll have that stream for you guys later on. But a whole Saturday packed of college basketball. We've seen some teams get upset today, like Michigan State lost to Indiana by 1. But LSU right now out in front in the SEC with a 74-69 victory. So they pull a half a game ahead of Kentucky and Tennessee at the moment. Right now, this is a shocker to me at the half. I didn't think that Kentucky would be down by this much at the half. 37-24. Tennessee up by 13 at halftime right now. So what else we have going on in college basketball here with other games? Number 3 Duke will be without Zion once again. They'll host Miami today. That game tips off in about 47 minutes or so. Curious to see what goes on in that game. I think that Duke should definitely get the W in that one, even without Zion, but they need a lot more help from their bench players. Jack White has not been helpful at all with his shooting. He's missed the last 29 straight three-point attempts for Duke. He hasn't scored in a single, I think, the past 12 games, Jack White hasn't scored a single point. So we'll see what happens there from the Duke against Miami later today. How about other games going down in the late night? Number 1 Gonzaga playing on the road against St. Mary's. So that one's going to be interesting. St. Mary's with a 20-10 record. Gonzaga, of course, only has 2 losses this season. One of them was against Tennessee, however. And thanks to Admiral Schofield, he hit the game-tying 3-point shot, and he hit the game-winning 3-point shot against Gonzaga early in non-conference play this season. So that's a big game against the top 25 that Tennessee won earlier this year. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'll be doing play-by-play reactions of college basketball games, and I'll be doing this throughout the rest of the season and, of course, the March Madness tournament. So stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe. Spread the message about my channel if you like as well. Right now, we're at the half between Tennessee and Kentucky, as we'll get back to the action momentarily. Just updating you guys with a couple of the past games here for both of these teams. We'll start off with the Tennessee Vols. They beat number 13 LSU right there. That was a close game right there, as they got the free throws to go down as they beat them 82-80 in the final seconds. Or no, they lost. Yeah, they lost LSU. I'm trying to check here. Yep, LSU right now is at the top of the SEC standings at the moment, half a game above Tennessee and Kentucky at this point. So yeah, they had that game against LSU, 82-80 for that one. Admiral Schofield led the way with 27 points in that game, but the last game was a win against Ole Miss at Ole Miss, 73-71 for Tennessee. Grant Williams with a game-winning basket with 4 seconds remaining for Tennessee in that one. He led this team in scoring with 21 points. We look to Kentucky here. Past 2 games, blowing out Auburn. That was last Saturday. They shot the ball around 55% from the field in that game. They out-rebounded Auburn 43-24 in that one. P.J. Washington led the scoring with 24 points. Keldon Johnson with 17 rebounds in that one. And then they followed it up with another win against Arkansas, 70-66. So we're on halftime right now. Kentucky against Tennessee. We'll be back to action momentarily. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. And, of course, let me know in the chat below who you're rooting for. If you're a Kentucky Wildcat fan or if you're a Tennessee Vols fan, let me know if you like as well. We look to the box score of both of these teams of what happened in the first half. Leading the way for Tennessee, Jordan Bone at 12 points. Leading scorer right now, only 2 assists currently by Jordan Bone. We look here as Jordan Bone ranks first in the SEC in assists per game. He averages just above 6 assists per game. He's tied for 18th in college basketball in assists per game. Also, Grant Williams coming in second on the team in scoring right now with 11 points for Tennessee. We look to Kentucky, their leading scorers. 6 points leading the way is P.J. Washington. Had quite the last couple of games for PJ, as He has 18 games this season with double-digit points here. And he's leading the scoring only with 6 points tonight. He did lead this. Yeah, he did lead the scoring against Auburn last Saturday. He had 24 points against Auburn. Crushed them 80-53. Kentucky won that game. But yeah, right now, the biggest problem for Kentucky is foul trouble. And it's within a couple of their main players. Keldon Johnson with 2 fouls right now at halftime. P.J. Washington with 2. But this is the concern here. Nick Richards in the starting lineup with 3 fouls right now for Kentucky. And another 3 fouls off the bench by E.J. Montgomery. Add 0 points right there by Kentucky for Montgomery as well to go along with that. We look to Tennessee. Let's see their foul trouble. Their main players have stayed astray from the foul trouble here. Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, and Jordan Bowen have almost been clean with committing fouls. The foul trouble has gone to Kyle Alexander for Tennessee, who's committed 3 fouls at halftime right now in this one. So we're going to get back to action hopefully shortly in this one. Kentucky with only 24 points in the first half. Tennessee with 37. The big surprise has been Tyler Hero coming off that career-high 29-point game against Arkansas on Tuesday. They beat Arkansas 70-66. Kentucky did. They out-rebounded Arkansas in that game 40-27. Shot the ball at 50% from the field. Tyler Hero put up a shooting clinic in that game. He was 9 for 10 from the field shooting in the 4-point win against Arkansas. But today, Tyler Hero has only scored 4 points so far for Kentucky. So we're going to get back to action hopefully very, very shortly here. Tennessee and Kentucky. We look at the standings inside the SEC. We see that LSU is at the top of the standings with a record of 13-3, half a game ahead of Tennessee, Kentucky. Then both of these teams playing now, the Vols and the Wildcats tied for second. Behind them, Ole Miss and Florida, as well as Mississippi State, and how about this, South Carolina. All 4 of those teams with 9-6 records in the conference right now. The surprise has been South Carolina with a 14-14 conference record that they've been able to be 9-6 in the SEC somehow. Other than that, Alabama at 8-8 currently in the SEC. Auburn at 8-7, and then after that, it's been the bottom of the barrel SEC teams that won't make the tournament at all. Arkansas, Texas A&M, Missouri, Georgia, Vanderbilt. Those are the bottom of the pack SEC teams. But anything can happen even when you play Vanderbilt or something like that, because Tennessee had to take Vanderbilt into overtime the first time they played them, and Tennessee won that game in OT. So let's see this. We haven't gone over the upcoming schedule for both of these teams since we're on this halftime break here. Kentucky, their next 2 games, they play at Ole Miss on Tuesday in their next game, 9 p.m. Eastern time, as the last game, Ole Miss lost at the buzzer to Tennessee on Wednesday as Grant Williams hit the game-winning basket with 4 seconds left right there for Tennessee. And Ole Miss currently is a number 9 seed in the latest ESPN bracketology March Madness projections bracket. How about Florida? That is the game to close out the season for Kentucky. I should have that one next week, next Saturday for you guys. I most likely will also have the Ole Miss game against Kentucky as well. So, home against Florida, 2 p.m. Eastern time next Saturday. As Florida right now has a record of 17-11, 9-6 overall. Florida currently is on that bubble. They went from being like right outside the bracket to having a 5-game winning streak. They went to basically like a number 11 seed to now a number 8 seed. But that will be a huge win if Florida can get it against Kentucky. We'll see what happens there. But right now, Kentucky needs to battle back in this one. We're almost getting ready. Back to action here. Tennessee 37, Kentucky 24. About a minute away from the inbound here. 24 points in the first half and 23% shooting in the first half for Kentucky. Those are both season worst in the first half for the Wildcats. Here we are, back to action. Tennessee gets the ball in an inbounds pass. Tennessee in the white jerseys and orange lettering. Kentucky with a blue away jerseys and up into the basket, laying it up with a right hand. Tennessee strikes first. Lamonte Turner gets it off the backboard, 39-24. Largest lead of the game by the Vols. 19:30 left to go. Kentucky with a ball and left elbow deep two. Hits it. Tyler Hero hits the two-pointer from the deep left elbow. 39-26, 19:18 left to go. Tennessee now with the ball. Top of the key here. Jordan Bone with it. He leads the SEC in assists per game. He passes the ball to Lamonte Turner, trying to dribble baseline, passing the ball around the perimeter here for Tennessee. Passes left wing of the perimeter here. Lamonte Turner looks for his man. Passes it baseline under the basket. Grant Williams up and in for Grant Williams, adding 2 more to his profile today. 41-26. Back to a 15-point lead by Tennessee. 18:48 left to go. Kentucky now with the ball. Top of the key here with Nick Richards. He passes the ball left wing to Tyler Hero. We have a foul called on the play. Going to update you guys with the chat and the score. So Tennessee is currently up 41-26. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Kentucky now with the ball, down by 15. Tyler Hero passes it back. And now trying to go low post. PJ Washington, no good on the shot. He gets fouled, and PJ looks like he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 18:25 left to go. Keeping you in the know, that's what I'll be doing with this channel, Behind the Arc Basketball, getting you pumped up for the March Madness tournament where both of these teams are heading. We'll just have to see if they'll have the 1 seed or the 2 seed or what happens to Tennessee and Kentucky. First shot at the free throw line, and it's an ugly one by PJ Washington. Hits the front part of the iron short and no good. It's the first attempt by PJ Washington. Couldn't go in the bucket. Only 6 points today by PJ. He led the way last Saturday against Auburn. He had 24 points. Second shot from the free throw line by PJ. No good. He missed them both. Rebounded by Tennessee here. They get the ball. They're up 41-26 with 18:20 remaining. And trying to drive to the basket. No good. Too strong off the backboard to get themselves the offensive rebound, though. Lamonte Turner sets back up the offense here for the Vols with 18:08 remaining. Top of the key here for Turner. Trying to dribble inside and passes the ball here. Jumper goes down. Right baseline. Deep 2. Jumper by Grant Williams. 43-26. Tennessee with a 17-point lead. Kentucky now with the ball. Spin move inside. PJ Washington kicks the ball back. Catch and shoot. Tyler Hero. No good, but an offensive rebound by Nick Richards. And Richards gets fouled. And he'll... Right here we have a stoppage in time. I think he'll go to the line for 2. I think that was a shooting foul. Yep, Nick Richards will shoot 2 here at the free throw line for Kentucky. Scores Tennessee 43, Kentucky 26 with 17:45 left to go in the second. Here we are at the free throw line. First shot goes down by Nick Richards. Trying to get back in this game, Kentucky is trying to do. They're trying to do it with several players in foul trouble. Nick Richards is one of them. He has 3 fouls. E.J. Montgomery has 3. P.J. Washington has 2 fouls charged by him. And Keldon Johnson with 2. Second shot from the line goes down. 43 Tennessee, 27 Kentucky. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my videos, share, and sub to my channel. If you wish, I'll be doing live play-by-play and reactions all season long to college basketball games. Here we are once again. Tennessee will inbound it. The ball goes into the hands of Jordan Bone. Jordan Bone takes a pass the timeline for the Vols. 17:35 left to go in the second. Bone passes the ball left wing of the perimeter to Jordan Bowden. Bowden now passes the ball left corner 3 from the outside. Emerald Schofield, he misses the 3-pointer, rebounded by Kentucky. Taking it back in transition. Left wing 3, Tyler Hero, no good. Tyler Hero has not been a hero like he was in the 29-point career-high game against Arkansas on Tuesday. And looks like we have a foul call with 17:15. Looked like a reach-in called committed by Kentucky, so Tennessee will get the inbound here. I'm going to update you guys with the score once again. Kentucky 27, Tennessee 43. We have 17:15 remaining. Feel free to join me for my next video at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 5, North Carolina plays Clemson. Clemson currently on the bubble, along with Seton Hall, Arizona State, and also Utah State. Huge game for Clemson at home, hosting number 5 UNC. Here we are back to action. Tennessee off the inbound, passing around the perimeter. Jordan Bowden with at the left elbow. He passes the ball off. And now the jumper, no good from the right corner. The shot could not fall by Lamonte Turner. Offensive rebound, though, by Tennessee. So they set up the offense with 16:45 left to go in regulation. Tennessee with the ball. At the right wing of the perimeter, they pass the ball off. John Fulkerson puts it into the hands of Admiral Schofield. The feed down low and up and in. Into the basket off the backboard for a 2 right there for Tennessee. 45-27 off the Admiral Schofield assist. Kentucky is down by 18, and they're in trouble. 16:20 left to go in regulation. Tyler Hero at the right side of the perimeter. Passes the ball. The ball stolen by Tennessee. Fast break. Laying it up and in. Final Vols up by 20. Lamonte Turner off the steal going coast to coast, and that forces John Calipari to take a timeout for Kentucky. Things are not looking good for the Wildcats at all. Wow. Opposite scene from what happened at Rupp Arena a month ago. Tennessee right now taking full control. I didn't think that this game would be a blowout at all. I thought it'd be close, but right now, wow. 20-point lead by Tennessee, 47-27 against this extremely young Kentucky squad filled with freshmen in their starting lineup. 4 freshmen in the starting lineup today, only 1 sophomore. Playing against the upperclassmen at home for Tennessee. 2 starting seniors, 3 starting juniors for Tennessee. And right now we're at a commercial break in Tennessee with a 20-point lead with 16:10 remaining. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here throughout the rest of the season, and of course the March Madness tournament with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe to my video if you wish as well. We'll go over some of these box score stats here since we're on this commercial break. Tennessee pulling the weight with 2 players here. Grant Williams leading the scoring right now. 15 points for Grant, 6 rebounds. 14 points by Jordan Bone right now. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals as well by Jordan Bone. Looking to the scoring for Kentucky, it's not been a good day scoring-wise for them. Leading the way, it's a tie between Tyler Hero and P.J. Washington. Sadly, both of those players only have 6 points in this one for Kentucky. 5 points by Nick Richards and 3 points by Ashton Hagans. Then 4 points by Keldon Johnson. What Kentucky is not done so well is they've fouled a lot today. 11 fouls committed, and there's been a couple of players in foul trouble for the Wildcats. 3 fouls by Nick Richards, 3 by E.J. Montgomery. Also make note, 0 points by E.J. scored in this game. P.J. Washington with 2 fouls committed as well, and Keldon Johnson with 2 fouls as well. So not a good day committing fouls for these Kentucky Wildcats. Very, very young squad. We're almost back to action here with 16:10 left to go. As the last play was a fast break steal off the pass by Tyler Hero, and taking up into the basket with Lamonte Turner on the reverse hand layup underneath the basket. What a game for these Tennessee Vols. Up by 20 at home in Knoxville. Kentucky shooting the ball at a season low 24% from the field. The first meeting, Kentucky shot the ball at 55% from the field. Tennessee shooting a little bit better than they did in the game the first time at Rupp Arena. They shot the ball around 41% the first time. Today they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. We're back to action here. Kentucky with the ball. Left wing of the perimeter. Tyler Hero passes off to P.J. Washington. Trying to back his way low post. Passes the ball right wing 3. And he connects Emmanuel quickly hits the three-pointer by Kentucky. So that's what Kentucky needs to get back into this game. Now they're down by 17, 15:44 left to go. Tennessee with the ball. They take it past the timeline. It's Jordan Bone. He passes the ball right side of the perimeter here. As the ball goes into the hands of Admiral Schofield at the top of the key, he passes the ball at the free throw circle. The feed down low. Steal by Kentucky. Going the other way. Tyler Hero with a foul call. Tyler Hero tried to lay it up and in, but back on defense was number 5, Admiral Schofield, who made sure to foul Tyler Hero so he wouldn't be able to lay in the bucket. Gonna update the chat here with a score once again. Kentucky with 30 now. Tennessee with 47. Feel free to let me know who you're rooting for in this game if you're a Kentucky fan or if you're a Tennessee fan. Also, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so keep it here throughout the season. And, of course, the March Madness tournament to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Right now, let's see what's going on with both of these teams. What has been killing Kentucky in this game as well has been the free throw shooting percentage. Shooting the ball at 57.9% from the charity stripe. They've only connected on 11 out of 19 free throw attempts in this game. Tennessee connecting on 9 of 14 free throws in this one. Yeah, we'll see. Gonzaga definitely looks like they could be there. Gonzaga just absolutely red hot. The Zags are number 1 in the nation for shooting percentage from the field, shooting the ball over 50% from the field, and they're also the only team in all of college basketball right now averaging above 90 points per game scoring right now. So Gonzaga leads the nation in points per game from the field. Also, the scoring margin. I know that they play in the WCC, but they're just absolutely blowing out teams left and right. Like, I've looked at the Gonzaga scores, and like each game they blow out. I'm not a Tennessee fan. I actually do like live streams of college basketball games. I'll be doing this all season long. But yeah, I'm actually from like New England. But yeah, I'm shocked that Tennessee here is out in front like this. But yeah, I have Kentucky also, surprising people going far. This is a really, really young Kentucky team. Like every single team, usually young freshmen, sophomore. They always have a strong recruiting class down there at Kentucky, and then they ship them right off to the NBA after that. So here we are. Yeah, I think Kentucky can definitely do some damage in the tournament as well. Yep, yeah, I'm from the Northeast. I'm actually 20 minutes away from Providence, but yeah, it hasn't been quite the season for the PC Friars this year. I think they're like dead last inside the Big East right now. But yeah, right outside my area. Yep, URI. I'm 45 minutes away from that. They're in a rebuilding year. They had Coach Hurley for like the past 5-6 seasons, but then he got offered a job at UConn that he started this past season. They have a new coach there at URI that's rebuilding. They had one of the like a top 15 college basketball player last year, E.C. Matthews, that brought him right into the tournament right there for URI. And basically the majority of that team, besides Fats Russell, was basically all seniors. So they graduated that team. But yeah, they made it all the way to the round of 32 last year. And the year before that, URI made it into the Sweet 16 where they lost to Oregon. I think, Dylan Brooks was on the Oregon team they lost. Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to be doing North Carolina against Clemson later tonight. But yeah, feel free to like my videos and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing this all season long and, of course, into the March Madness tournament. So here we are, back to action here. So Kentucky with the ball. There was a foul on the play. I'm going to update you guys with a score here. 29 for Kentucky, 47. I thought it was 30 before. Definitely 30 because they had a three-pointer. I don't know what. They might have went back to the scoring booth and reviewed that as a 2, but what? That's just weird. I'm going to hold off with the score here. There's that is just weird. Because, yeah, Kentucky definitely had a three-pointer before we went to the break. That is so odd. As we have a stoppage in time as well. So Kentucky with the ball inside low post here. Let's see. It was low post. Schofield just guarding PJ Washington, and there's a lot of bumping going on between blue jerseys right there and white jerseys, Schofield and Washington, with 15:18 remaining. So right now we have a little bit of stoppage in time. I'll go over what's been going on for the shooting stats in this one. Kentucky shooting the ball at a season low 27% right now in this game. Only 8 for 30 shooting from the field. Tennessee shooting the ball at 43% in this one. The last time they took on Kentucky at Rupp Arena, Tennessee shot the ball around 41% in that whole game. So here we are. We're going to get back to action here. Kentucky with the inbound. So Kentucky with the ball around the perimeter. Left wing of the perimeter here, Tyler Hero. Feeds it, lob pass up top. It goes into the hands of PJ Washington. Kicks the ball back outside. Top of the key, moving the ball around the perimeter. Washington here floats the ball and right wing three from the outside. Hits it by the Wildcats. Emmanuel quickly getting the Wildcats back in this game. So it's 47-32 right now. I'm going to update the score for you guys. Tennessee with the ball. 14:40 left to go to play in this game. Kentucky trying to make a comeback here. I won't be able to show the game on TV because if I do that, I get a copyright violation by YouTube. So this is the only way that I can do that. And if I show the game on it, YouTube will take down my stream as the bucket goes up and in for Kentucky, getting some back-to-back buckets here, 47-34. Kentucky's still in this game. So if I do stream the game, YouTube would give me a copyright strike and I wouldn't be able to post videos. Here we are with the ball. Tennessee with it at the free throw circle. Jordan Bone, he passes it top of the key here to Lamonte Turner. Feeds it back out. Left side of the perimeter to Bone. Bone takes the three jumper. Hits it from the outside. Jordan Bone sinks down with 50-34 right now. Tennessee up by 16 with 13:50 left to go. Kentucky with the ball. Takes it past the timeline. Ashton Hagen dribbles towards the left side of the perimeter. Passes top of the key here. PJ Washington. The feed inside. Tyler Hero. And stripped out of his hands. Going the other way with Tennessee. Fast break. One-on-one. And no good. He couldn't get it to lay it up and in. Kentucky gets the rebound. Takes it past the timeline. Both of these teams pushing tempo a lot. Kentucky with the ball. Emmanuel quickly hands it off to Ashton Hagens. And now he takes it back towards the Tennessee logo. 16 on the shot clock here. Hagens dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Passes the ball. Top of the key here. PJ Washington. And it's stolen away by Tennessee. A Tennessee player falls down, but they still have it in transition. Kentucky tips the ball right out of bounds. So Tennessee will get the ball here back on the inbound pass. As I'll update you guys with the score. Kentucky 34. Tennessee 50. Right now, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long, the college basketball games, and, of course, the March Madness tournament. So stay in the know right here with Behind the Arc of Basketball on YouTube. Tennessee gets the ball back here on the inbound. And a little confusion on the pass and stolen away. PJ Washington with a steal by Kentucky in transition. Two-handed a jam with authority. Kentucky laying it down. E.J. Montgomery slams it. 50-36, 12:50 left to go. As it looks like a timeout's been called, I'm going to update you guys with the score once again. 36, Kentucky. Tennessee, 50. This has been Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. All season long, play-by-play and live reactions. Game number 3 of my streams will be tonight. Number 5, North Carolina takes on Clemson. Clemson currently on the bubble right now. Actually, I don't do the Alliance games right now, but yeah, I watched the Alliance, the week 1 games, and yeah, that was pretty cool. Definitely dope how they run the Alliance. So much faster tempo than the NFL. Like, they don't go to like commercial breaks after kickoffs and stuff like that. It's just you start with the ball and like no kickoffs and all of that. So yeah, I definitely enjoy the speed of the game being picked up with all the experimental roles right there for the Alliance League. But yeah, giving them a second chance as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the Birmingham Iron right now looking like the best team out of the AAF. But yeah, I haven't done any AAF games this season. But here we are back to action with Tennessee with the ball in their hand off the inbounds. And wow, they get it to fall right there inside the bucket. 52-36 with authority. Jordan Bone slamming it down. 12:26 left to go. As we have a 16-point lead by Tennessee, Kentucky with the ball. P.J. Washington, top of the key here. Trying to dribble towards the left side of the perimeter. He's stripped away of the ball and sliding next to the baseline with it was Grant Williams. But it looks like Grant Williams was out of bounds. Yeah, he was just out of bounds as he tried to steal the ball right there away from P.J. Washington. So Kentucky will get the ball here back on the inbounds. We do have a little bit of a stoppage in time for the floor cleanup crew to clean up some sweat towards that baseline where Grant Williams tried to steal the ball away from. 12:15 left to go. Here we go with the inbound. Kentucky gets the ball back on the inbound into the hands of Ashton Hagans. Top of the key, trying to dribble towards the right side of the perimeter. Hagans looking for somebody's open. Passes it to Manuel quickly. He passes the ball off top of the key three. PJ, no, it rattles out, no good. Rebounded in the corner of the court by Jordan Bowden. With 11:59 remaining and the foul called on Kentucky as they try to push him out. So here we are once again, going to update you guys with a chat. It looks like they're going to commercial break on the feed. Kentucky 36, Tennessee 52. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, getting you ready for the March Madness tournament in about 3 weeks from now. But yeah, Kentucky, I should be doing a couple more streams of Kentucky before they close out the season. The next game's a big one against Ole Miss. They play next, so I should be back on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time for that game. That's when Kentucky plays Ole Miss at Ole Miss. As I think Ole Miss right now is around the number 9 seed in that ESPN bracketology projections right now. And then the last game to close out the season, I should be doing that one as well, as Kentucky's home against Florida, 2 p.m. Eastern time next Saturday. Florida with a record right now of 17-11, 9-6 in the SEC. As Florida was on the bubble, but they went on a 5-game winning streak to put them from like a number 11 seed in the tournament projections to number 8 seed. LSU, oh yeah, actually, the next game for LSU, I should be doing the stream for that, and they do play Florida as well. So LSU won today. They beat Alabama. I'm going to get you that score. They had the 12 o'clock game. Yep. So LSU, 13th in the AP Top 25, beat Alabama 74-69. And yeah, I should be doing that next game for LSU at 7 p.m. on Wednesday is the next time they play. March 6th on a Wednesday, and they play at Florida. And Florida has a tough schedule to close it out. Back-to-back AP Top 25 opponents, LSU and Kentucky. So we'll see what goes down there for the Gators right now before the SEC tournament begins. Hey, thank you so much, man. Can't wait. Yeah, so Wednesday night, I should be covering LSU for you again on my schedule. 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll have that. So that should be good. Looking forward to seeing Tremont Waters. I haven't seen LSU this season. Haven't done a stream of them this season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing LSU for the first time. That should be good. Yeah, let's see right now. I have a couple of teams that I haven't done inside the top 25. I haven't done streams this season. Let's see, Gonzaga I haven't touched this season, but there's been like no games on inside the ESPN3 family of networks, or they have the late games as well. But here we are. We're getting back to action with 11:59 left to go in this game. Tennessee to inbound, and they do get the ball. It almost got tapped out of bounds right there, but Lamonte Turner has the ball in his hands. He takes it past the timeline on the right side. Now Grant Williams passes the ball off back to Turner. Turner passes the ball right wing of the perimeter here for Tennessee. It is. Looks like Yves Pons off the bench with the ball. He passes the ball around the perimeter. Free throw circle here. Lamonte Turner passes the ball here. Left wing three. And no good. Hits the rim short by Grant Williams. Rebounded by Kentucky here. Ashton Hagans takes it past the timeline on the right side. Trying to dribble inside underneath the basket. Hagans kicks the ball out to Washington. Passes it back to Quickly. Passes it now, trying to dribble baseline for Kentucky. Kicks the ball back outside. Three ball, PJ, no good from the outside. Rebounded by Tennessee. The score right now, Tennessee 52, Kentucky 36. With 11:05 left to go. Tennessee takes the ball past the timeline. Dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Lamonte Turner. The ball into the hands of Yves Pons at the left side of the perimeter here. Turner now with it, dribbling towards the right side of the three-point arc. And tried to go for the top of the key. Three by Turner. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by Kentucky. Going in transition here for the Wildcats. Keldon Johnson passes it off. Emmanuel Quickly. Feed inside. Low post. No good. Rattled out by PJ Washington. Rebounded by Tennessee with 10:33 left to go. The Vols with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Left side of the timeline here for Lamonte Turner. Turner now dribbling to the top of the key. And he coughs it up. Going the other way for Kentucky and Tennessee. Looks like they committed the foul with 10:20 left to go. As they try to get the ball back to Kentucky there. And one player bumped into another. Wow, yeah. Turnovers have been the difference in this one. 13 turnovers by Kentucky. Only 4 turnovers by Tennessee in this game. Gonna update the score for you guys. 36. For Kentucky, 52 for Tennessee right now. And actually, what happened there, it looked like, Kentucky must have went out of bounds with the ball as they got the steal at first, but they tried to save it and they had the ball with it. So it goes back to Tennessee and they get the basket. Up and in. It goes down for Grant Williams, 54-36. Updating the score for you guys right now. Kentucky with the ball. Tyler Hero, left wing of the perimeter, 9:46 left to go. Trying to dribble baseline, PJ Washington. We do have a foul called with 9:44. So we have 9 minutes, 44 seconds left to go. And that's the third foul committed by Grant Williams on that play. Tennessee. Yep. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Yep. So, yeah, Tennessee's up 54-36. Yeah, good point. Thank you so much. 9:35 left to go. Kentucky with the ball, dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. Now they feed the ball inside. Low post, backing his way in there. PJ Washington. We have another foul called. It looks like Schofield gets charged with a foul right there for Tennessee with 9.5 remaining. So right now, Tennessee is up 54-36. Kentucky at the free throw line for the 1-and-1 right now in the bonus. And here we are at the charity stripe with PJ Washington shooting the ball at 67%. From the free throw line this season, first shot by PJ. Hits it. 54-37 right now with 9.5 left to go. Kentucky trying to chip away at this, still down by 17. Trying to make it 16 here for PJ. Let's see how his second shot from the line goes. And he connects, making it 16 points. That the Wildcats are down. 54 Tennessee, 38 Kentucky right now with 9:25 left to go. Tennessee takes it past the timeline here. It's Jordan Bone. He passes the ball right wing of the perimeter for the Vols. And they go to the right elbow deep too. No good. But another foul called on the rebound committed by Kentucky this time with 9:12 left to go. So update the score here in the chat. Again, Tennessee with 54. Kentucky with 38. So here we are. Tennessee gets the ball back on the inbound, trying to drive to the basket, and no good. It rattled right out. With 9:07 remaining in the foul called, and the rebounding foul by Tennessee. So it looks like Kentucky again will go to the charity stripe for the bonus. Wow, yeah. So looking at that replay, cannot believe that ball didn't just fall in the bucket right there for Tennessee. Lots of foul trouble here. Kyle Alexander for 4 fouls right now. Grant Williams with 3 for Tennessee. Shot from the line goes down. The first one connects by Nick Richards of Kentucky. With 9:07 left to go. Richards back at the charity stripe for his second shot. And he hits both of them back to a 14-point game. Tennessee up 54, Kentucky up 40. Tennessee to inbound. They do get the ball off. And it goes into the hands of Lamonte Turner. He does pass the timeline here, and looks like another foul called on the reach-in by Kentucky. A lot of fouls here in the second half. 12 fouls combined already. We do have some players checking out of the game right now. Looks like Tyler Hero has gone on the bench here for the Wildcats, so he just subbed out of the game. Tennessee now with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline. This is Jordan Bone dribbling with the ball. Top of the key. Bone, top of the key 3. And he connects with it. Nothing but net for the outside. Jordan Bone with a 17-point lead here for Tennessee. 57-40. 8:40 left to go. Jordan Bone with 22 points today. Kentucky now with the ball, driving and dribbling, and they pass the ball outside perimeter, trying to dribble inside. No good on the spin move by Keldon Johnson. Too strong off the basket. Almost stolen away by Ashton Higgins. There's Tennessee got the rebound. They'll set up the offense with 8:18 left to go. Tennessee at the left wing of the perimeter. Lamonte Turner passes the ball top of the key to John Fulkerson, and now goes into the hands of Schofield. Bounce pass here to Lamonte Turner. Top of the key for Tennessee. Trying to dribble to the buckets. Turner. And he backs his way off the baseline. Kicks the ball back outside. Top right there for the 3-point shot. No good. And a foul called again by Tennessee. A rebounding foul with 7:59 left to go. Wow, what a game here. Kentucky 40, Tennessee 57-40. Tennessee's up, but yeah, I wasn't expecting this one. That Tennessee would come out like this against Kentucky the second time they met against each other and blow them away right now. Still have 8:03 left to get back into the game once we get back after the half. But here we are. Tennessee with a 17-point lead. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So let's see here into the box score what's going on in this one. Leading the way is for Tennessee is Jordan Boney has 22 points. Grant Williams with 17 points adding in his way. Second on the team right now in scoring for Tennessee. As we look to Kentucky, they have 0 players in double-digit points at the moment. 8 points by P.J. Washington leading the way. 7 points by Nick Richards. 6 points by Tyler Hero. But nobody in double-digit points for Kentucky. As we look to some of those team stats right now for both of these teams, Kentucky's shooting the ball at like a season low, 30% from the field right now, 11 for 37 shooting from the field. Tennessee is shooting the ball at 41% from the field. So the actual equivalent of how they shot the ball in the last game when they lost to Kentucky back at Rupp Arena. What else is going on in this game? Both of these teams are even in the rebounding matchup, 32 apiece for both of the teams right now as far as rebounds. But yeah, talk about the foul trouble. 20 fouls committed by Tennessee, 14 fouls committed by Kentucky right now. So here we are with this one. Tennessee, we're going to look to the fouls. Oh, yeah. So 4 fouls committed by Kyle Alexander. Also, he has yet to score in this game. 3 fouls by Grant Williams. Also 3 committed by Admiral Schofield. And as we look to the foul trouble for Kentucky here, 4 fouls committed by Nick Richards. And 4 fouls also by E.J. Montgomery off the bench. 2 fouls combined by P.J. Washington and Keldon Johnson. So here we are. We're almost back to action here with around the 8-minute mark remaining in this game. 7:59 actually left to go. Kentucky is down by 17. So here we are at the free throw line, and Kentucky will be shooting here at the line. P.J. Washington for the 1-and-1. He hits his first. So now they're down by 16, 57-41. As P.J. Washington connected with his first free throw. Let's see. So P.J. Washington on the season is shooting the ball at 67% from the charity stripe this season. Here's the second shot. No good. It rattled out. 57-41, 16-point lead. Tennessee also got the rebound off the second shot. That was a miss by P.J. Washington. They take it past the timeline here. The Vols now dribbling with the ball. And it's Jordan Bone who has it, trying to take it inside. He floats the shot, and it goes in. Floats it over a group of blue jerseys inside the key and gets that one to go. 59-41. Jordan Bone having a game for himself today. 24 points. That ties a career high. Kentucky with the ball at the left wing of the perimeter. Tyler Hero fakes out a defender. Shot the 3-point shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Offensive rebound by Nick Richards, and he does get fouled underneath the basket. So Richards will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Right now, Tennessee is up by 18 with 7:21 left to go. And Kyle Alexander committed the foul on the last play, so it looks like he's been the one who just fouled out. So he just picked up his 5th foul of the game. Here we are at the free throw line. It is Nick Richards shooting at the charity stripe. And no good. He missed that one from the line. But they are in the double bonus, so Kentucky will get another chance here at the free throw line. The score is Tennessee 59, Kentucky 41. We have 7:21 remaining. Nick Richards at the free throw line, shooting his second shot out of 2. Hits that one. As they just updated the score. And it's a 17-point lead for Tennessee. So Tennessee here with an inbound. Now they dribble past the timeline with Jordan Bone. He has a career-high 24 points today. Tied for that career high. Lamonte Turner with the ball, passes it into the hands of Admiral Schofield, left wing of the perimeter. He passes the ball back. They're passing it around the perimeter here for Tennessee. Left wing of the perimeter. Jordan Bone with it. Under 7 to play. 5 in the shot clock. Bone passes the ball off, and the ball goes out of the hands of a Tennessee player. He gets it back to his teammate, and the shot's good. Grant Williams, deep 2 from the left baseline, up and in. 61-42 with 6:44 left to go. Kentucky's missed the last 5 shots that they've tried to attempt in this game. Tyler Hero thought about taking the 3-point shot. He passes the ball back to Hero at the top of the key. Passing around the perimeter for Kentucky. They go inside now. PJ, and he gets fouled on the play right there as he tried to shoot that ball up in the key. Wow, 19-point lead here by Tennessee. Here we are back at the charity stripe for P.J. Washington. He has 9 points. Trying to be the first Kentucky Wildcat in this game with double-digit points. Here's his first shot from the line by P.J. And he connects with it. So it's Tennessee with 61, Kentucky with 43 right now. First shot from the charity stripe goes down. PJ is a 67% free throw shooter in the season. Second shot, and he hits that one as well. So it's 44 So Kentucky now trailing by quite the margin. 61-44. Tennessee is up. 6:20 left to go. Tennessee with the ball. They take it past the timeline. They pass the ball to the left wing of the perimeter. Now they pass the top of the key here with it's Grant Williams, leading scorer in this team, coming into this game, averaging just above 19 points per game. Lamonte Turner with the ball at the top of the key. 6 on the shot clock for Turner. Looking for somebody who's open. Pass the ball right wing of the perimeter to the right corner, trying to go inside. And a block at the backboard by Kentucky. Making sure that the shot didn't go down. The block, and it's a shot clock violation by Tennessee. So the ball will go back to the Wildcats here, as they are down by 17, 61-44. Kentucky has the ball. Tyler Hero, he passes the ball back, and now it's a PJ Washington. Floats up the shot up and in. Gets the courtesy of the rim, and it goes in. 61-46. Big shot there by PJ. 5:35 left to go. Tennessee with the ball. As they still have it at the backcourt, they finally do clear the timeline at the right side. And there's a reach and foul called on the play by Kentucky. That was Keldon Johnson who reached in for that one. I'm going to update the score once again for you guys. 61-46, Tennessee up in the lead here. After the Kentucky foul, here we are back. Tennessee with the inbounds pass. Now they're moving the ball around the perimeter. At the left elbow, trying to dribble baseline, Admiral Schofield, and he gets it underneath the basket, dribbling baseline, lays it up and in. 5:03 left to go in this game, 63-46. Tennessee with quite a huge game at home in this one. PJ Washington has the ball, puts it into the hands of Ashton Hagans, dribbles towards the left side of the perimeter, passes it back out to Emmanuel quickly. Feeds the ball down low post. PJ no good. Off the rim. Rebounded by Tennessee. With 4:35 left to go. Tennessee, they take it past the timeline here. This is Lamonte Turner with the ball. He passes the ball off to Jordan Bowen, the left side of the perimeter. He passes the top of the key and now trying to dribble. And there, passes the ball off. Right wing three and connects from the outside. Tennessee with a shooting display on hand at home. Grant Williams delivering the three-point shot back to a 20-point lead by the Vols. 66-46, 4:06 left to go. Kentucky now with the ball, trying to move it around the perimeter. Right wing three, and wow, they trade three-pointers from the outside. 66-49 right there for Kentucky. Getting it to fall is Ashton Hagans. We're under 4 minutes left to play. Tennessee passes it. They pass the timeline. Now they're inside the paint. The feed inside off the screen right there into the lane. They couldn't get it to fall off the backboard. Rebounded by Kentucky. Going to distance. Left wing three. No good from the outside. Fight for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched out of bounds by Tennessee. So Kentucky will get the inbound pass once we get back to action here. This game is winding down. Tennessee is still up in this one, and they're up by 17. 66-49, Tennessee. Under 3.5 remaining in this one to close it out. We're on a TV timeout at this point in the game. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so feel free to like my videos here. And this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Just updated the latest chat with the score as we're on a commercial break right now. What a game by Jordan Bowen. Tying a career high 24 points today for Bowen, leading the scoring right now for Tennessee. Grant Williams adding in 22 points for the Vols at this point of the game right now for Tennessee. Second on the scoring, right behind Bowen. For Kentucky, their leading scorer is PJ Washington. He has 13 points right now for the Wildcats so far in this game. He's 9 for 13 shooting from the field. Other than that, everybody else has either 8 points or less on this Kentucky Wildcat team. So let's see what else is going on here. We're on a TV timeout, and Kentucky shooting the ball around 31% from the field in this game. Tennessee shooting the ball at around 44% from the field. So around, say, 13% better. Tennessee shooting the ball than Kentucky in this one. If you haven't done already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know of what's been going on, and of course the March Madness tournament. As we have some big games inside the top 25 earlier today. Number 14 Purdue crushing Ohio State 86-51, and now when Kayla Wesson just not there for that game, not to deliver for the Ohio State Buckeyes. As, yeah, the leading scorer for Ohio State, not in the game today. It was really felt by the Buckeyes. They got crushed by Purdue, 86-51. Other than that, there was an upset. Indiana did beat Michigan State by 1 point, 63-62. So the curse keeps on. Michigan State's cursed against Indiana, basically. As Cassius Winston led the team, 20 points, 11 assists. He had a double-double, as well as 5 rebounds, but not enough as Indiana was down by 10, and they came back and won in that one. Here we are. We're almost back to action here. When we do, we'll have 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining as Tennessee is up, and they're up by a bunch. 66-49 right now, up by 17 against Kentucky. This is a shocker that Tennessee has been up by this big. After losing on February 16th, Tennessee did at Rupp Arena 86-69 and coming back in this fashion at home here. Kentucky with the ball now, and we're back to action off the inbound. 3-point shot goes down from the right corner. It is good for the Wildcats. Keldon Johnson hits that one. 66-52. Going to update the score once again. This game is not done. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, bringing you closer than ever into the March Madness tournament, getting you ready for that in about 3 weeks or so. So, yeah, that was a huge 3-point shot for Kentucky. Now they're only down by 14 points, so they're drawing a little bit closer. As we look to some of these stats, only one player right now in double-digit points for the Wildcats. That's P.J. Washington with 13 points. We also have to look at the foul trouble here. 4 fouls by Nick Richards, 3 committed by Keldon Johnson. And for Tennessee, Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield in a little bit of foul trouble right now. They have 3 fouls committed by themselves. So here we are. We're getting ready to go back to action with 3:20 remaining. Tennessee gets the ball back on the inbound. They pass the timeline here for the Vols. This is Admiral Schofield dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. This is Grant Williams with the ball. Now he passes it off to Jordan Bone. Bone now trying to go inside, kicks the ball back outside. Tennessee now. Step back jumper deep two. No good by the Vols. Rebounded here by Kentucky. They get it back in transition. Ashton Hagen setting up the offense. 2:44 left to go in this game. Hagen's dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. Passes it back to P.J. Washington. Washington looking for somebody, and he just completely throws that into the stands. Out of bounds. He tried to throw it towards the right corner of the perimeter where there was an open Kentucky Wildcat player. That was Keldon Johnson, who was wide open, but he just airlifted that shot, threw it completely into the stands. Tennessee gets the ball. They take it past the timeline. Tennessee is up 66-52 with 2:25 left to go in this game. Right wing of the perimeter here for the Vols. They have the ball. They pass it off to Grant Williams, top of the key, back to the right wing. Lamonte Turner. Turner at the free throw circle. Passes it off. Catch and shoot. Right corner 3. No good. From the outside by Tennessee. Rebounded here by Kentucky. 2:05 left to go. Kentucky with the ball. They're down by 14. They need to start scoring. They need to start scoring fast if they want to get in the game. Passing. They threw the ball inside, kicked it back outside, and it's stolen away by Tennessee. Stolen away by Tennessee. Almost went to the basket there, but Kentucky with a foul to prevent them from scoring the layup. That would have looked like an open layup there. So I'm going to update you guys with a chat once again on the score. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long. The college basketball games. Tennessee currently up by 14, 66-52 with 1:55 left to go. As the Vols here will get the inbound pass. Jordan Bowden passes it off, and the ball goes into the hands of Grant Williams. Here he passes it back in for Tennessee. Now at the corner of the front court for Tennessee, just chewing off clock with 1:40 left to go. Lamonte Turner dribbling with the ball. As Turner has it at the top of the key, trying to dribble towards the right side of the perimeter. Passing the ball inside the lane, up and in. Grant Williams lays it home for the Vols. 68-52 now. Tennessee with a huge lead, up by 16. Kentucky with the ball with 1:22 remaining. Tyler Hero passes the ball off in the perimeter. Keldon Johnson with it. And almost stolen. He kicks the ball back outside. 3-point shot, no good by Keldon. Rebounded by Tennessee with 1:05 left to go. The score is Tennessee 68, Kentucky 52. Now we're under a minute left to play. Tennessee with 55 seconds remaining before they captured a W in this one at home. As they have the ball now past the timeline. It's Jordan Bone, who's had a career game today, trying to drive inside. Bone gets denied underneath the basket. Kentucky gets the ball back. And now they're on a 2-on-1 transition, and Tyler Hero coughs it up. He had the open bucket, and he fumbled the ball around it. It goes out of bounds into the stands. So that just basically resembles Kentucky's game today against Tennessee. So Tennessee here with an inbounds pass, and we all thought this game would be closer than we expected, and I'm personally shocked about the outcome of this one. I didn't think that Kentucky will get stunned this bad. Down by 16 here. 16 seconds remaining. Tennessee coming out with a victory. And they take the left. Wow, they hit the three-pointer from the left wing with 10 seconds remaining as the shot clock expired. So that's the game right there. 3-point shot went down by Jordan Bone, as he really wanted those career high points. But this has been it. And ball game in this one. As well, Tennessee with a victory. Gonna see if that final bucket scored. Tennessee stole the ball right off of Kentucky, and they two-handed jammed it right at the horn. So I'm gonna update the chat here. Looks like it was a late shot after the buzzer, so the bucket did not count. Gonna update you guys with the chat in the final score here, but wow, this is a shock. Tennessee with a huge win against Kentucky, 71-52 in this game today. Wow, so Tennessee improves to 26-3 overall, 14-2 in conference play, tied with LSU at the top of the SEC right now. What a huge win by the number 7 Vols at home. Number 4 Kentucky falls to 24-5 overall, 13-3 in the SEC. We're going to look to the box score before I sign off for this one. Feel free to join me back 6 p.m. Eastern time. North Carolina will take on Clemson. Clemson on the bubble for that game. Join me for Behind the Arc basketball on that game. We're looking to the leading scorers of this one. Game ball goes to Jordan Bone. He had a career high today, 27 points for Jordan Bone for the Tennessee Vols. Grant Williams with him there as well, 24 points for Williams, second on the team in scoring today for Tennessee. For Kentucky, leading the way was P.J. Washington with 13 points. The Kentucky Wildcats shooting the ball at a pretty low clip, only 32% from the field compared to Tennessee's 44% shooting from the field through today's game. But that is basically a wrap for today. Join me back 6 p.m. Eastern time today. I'll have number 5 North Carolina hitting the road to take on Clemson. Clemson right now is on the bubble, as we'll look to see who can win that game. Clemson currently a number 12 seed in those last 4 in teams in all of college basketball. They're right with Arizona State, Seton Hall, and Utah State right on the bubble, as Clemson right now in ESPN's latest bracketology is a number 12 seed. But that is basically a wrap today. Tennessee with a huge win, 71-52 against Kentucky. Feel free to like my videos, share my videos if you like, spread the message about my channel, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Join me back for number 5 North Carolina playing against Clemson, 6 p.m. Eastern time later today. This has been a wrap. Game number 2 out of 3 today. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and everybody enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a nice day.